Is Donald Trump losing a key U.S. ally? As Washington hits India with crushing tariffs for buying Russian oil, New Delhi is not backing down. Instead, it's striking back, but with strategy. And with a single visit, India's National Security Adviser has thrown a curveball that is, in a way, going to force Washington to rethink its play. Ajit Doval has said that Russian President Vladimir Putin is now preparing to visit India. As tensions build over Trump's tariff war, India and Russia are moving fast to reaffirm their special privileged strategic partnership. And this is an important signal, to say the least. It can also be called a checkmate move. What looked like pressure from Washington has backfired in a way. With Putin making the next move, Trump's attempt to try and isolate Russia may have just cost him India. In Moscow, Ajit Doval said, and I'm quoting here, "We are very excited to learn about the visit of President Putin to India. I think the dates are almost finalized," quote unquote. Meanwhile, Shoigu, speaking with Doval, described ties between India and Russia as strong, time-tested, and also backed a new round of full-scale negotiations between Putin and the Indian Prime Minister. And his words made one thing clear: both sides are preparing for something far more than just a symbolic meeting. And this visit is Doval's first to Moscow since Operation Sindoor, India's high-stakes military operation against Pakistan terror factories earlier this year itself. And he is expected to hold wide-ranging talks on defense cooperation, oil trade, regional security. And the timing of the visit, as well as the announcement, could not be more important. Just 24 hours earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump, remember, slapped an additional 25% tariff on India for oil purchases from Russia. Trump said that the new tariff was to penalize India for buying Russian oil, which pushed the total tariff burden to a whopping 50%. It is the highest, in fact, that Washington has imposed on any trade partner. Even America's rival China has a lower tariff. And this, in a way, was Trump's way of trying to punish India for not towing Washington's line. And as far as the war in Ukraine is concerned, either way, if that was Trump's intent, it has had quite the opposite impact now. Instead of retreating or bowing down under Trump's pressure, India has doubled down on its traditional partnership with Russia. In fact, according to Indian media reports, Ajit Doval's meetings in Moscow will cover everything from the remaining delivery of the S-400 missile systems to India's response to Russia's formal recognition of Taliban in Afghanistan. And that's not all. The Indian External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, is also expected to land in Russia later this month for the India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission, which is a bilateral platform to discuss trade and energy security. Moscow, for its part, is keen to lock in India's partnership. Shoigu told Doval that Russia sees India as key to building a more just and sustainable world order. A clear dig, in a way, at the West's sanctions-led diplomacy. And while India and Russia talk cooperation, the U.S. is scrambling for a diplomatic breakthrough of its own. The Russian president is also expected to meet the U.S. Special Envoy, who is in Moscow for a last-minute push to try and secure a Ukraine ceasefire. The deadline, August 8, set by Trump himself, remember, who has threatened more sanctions if there is no deal. But with Putin confirming his India visit before any progress on Ukraine, the message is clear: Russia has options, and so does India.